Hello everybody, it's Lazel here again. Another week has passed and we got 5 more packs to open. I hope you're excited. I am, and yeah, let's jump right into it and see what we can get. Okay, first pack, come on. Forest Spell Stutter, counter target spell unless its controller pays 2 plus an additional 1 for each fairy. This is a really good counter spell, especially because there will be way more fairy decks out there since the set Titanic Grove. Another reprint for this one, okay. Sleight of hand, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other on the bottom of your library. Okay, quite good. Cooped up, yep. Pacifism effect, Collector's Vault. Quite a good card in my opinion, because also you draw first before you discard. So even if the drawn card isn't that great, you can still discard it. Tempest Heart. Instant draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards, which is quite good. And for 4 mana you get a free 4 trample, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on Tempest Heart. This is also a really solid creature. Reminds me of Up the Beanstalk. Troyan, Gutsy Explorer, 3 mana 1/3. Add Simic, spend this mana only to cast spells with mana value 5 or greater or spells with X, and you can draw a card, then discard a card. There it is, Up the Beanstalk, great. This deck or this card, as I've heard, is tearing apart Modern. I'm not playing much Modern, but yep, I've heard about it, so alright, we got it. Another Food Fight, oh my god, I'm getting close to a playset. Dragon Mantle, and as well if you draw a card, enchanted creature has Flame Breathing or Fire Breath. And we got a foil, Stormcald Vanguard, a 6 mana 6/7 Stormcald Vanguard can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And the sorcery side says destroy target artifact or enchantment, okay. And we got a Doomed Traveler from the list. When it dies, create a 1/1. This card actually got played a few weeks ago against me in a commander deck, but okay. Next pack. Hard card, Plains. Not dead after all, quite a good reaction spell. Prophetic Prism, and just draw a card. Ariad's Whisper, a 4 mana sorcery, target opponent discards 2 cards and you create a Wicked Roll, okay. Shatter the Oath, destroy target creature or enchantment, create a Wicked Roll. That's, yep. This removal is quite good. Also on black we got another enchantment removal, I just realized. That might be interesting. Of course there's still Feed the Swarm, but Shatter the Oath, gotta keep that in mind. Black doesn't have that much enchantment removal. Soul Guide Lantern, it got a reprint. Oh, interesting, I didn't even know that. That's great. Jesus. High Fae Negotiator, a 5 mana 3/5 with Bargain and Flying. When it enters the battlefield, if it was Bargain, each opponent loses 3 and you gain 3. This is just a one-time effect. I mean, it's still a 3/5 in the air, but yeah, I don't like the Bargain effect. Tenacious Tome Seeker with Bargain enters the battlefield. If it was Bargain, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. This is quite good. Not too bad. Bitter Chill, charm creature, it taps it doesn't untap. And when it is put into a graveyard, you may pay 1. If you do, scry 1, then draw a card. This is also really solid. Another Restless Cottage, oh my god. Hardened Scales, this is quite good. I take it if 1 or more +1/+1 counters. And we got Intrepid Truffle Snot, a 2 mana and instant. Target creature gets +2/+2, and when it attacks alone, create a food token. That's okay. You can get a lot of value out of this card. And the red token. We got 3 more packs to go. Okay. We got a Forest. Red Tooth Generalist. Enters the battlefield, create a Royal Roll. Okay. Curse of the Werefox. Werefox, okay. Create a monster roll token to target creature. When you do, that creature fights up to 1 other target creature you don't control. That's a solid fight spell. Ferocious Werefox, we are definitely on Femia, create a monster roll token, and we got a trample creature. Besotted Knight, create a royal roll and attach it to a creature, and you get for 4 mana a 3/3, not the best common. Welcome the Sweet Tooth again. Gadric's First Duel. Splashy Spellcaster, okay. We got Johan again, Apprentice Sorcerer. Sculping Viper. Sorcery, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, it deals 1 damage to that player. Can do something, but I'm not too hyped about it. Gotta keep that in mind. Ooh. Rhystic Study. Yes! We got it. We got a Rhystic Study. Finally. Dope. And Vampiric Rites and foil. Oh, this will go. Oh no, that's Vampiric Rites. Okay, sacrifice a creature, gain 1 life and draw a card. But damn, guys, we got a Rhystic Study. Holy smokes. I take it. 2 more packs. We can keep this up. I take another one. Now all we have to get is a Doubling Season, Paralyzed, but let's not get too hyped here. Okay. Forest, Baronaudy, okay. His lifelink. Misleading Modes. Target creature's owner puts it on the top or bottom of the library. Okay, Jesus. Token removal. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That's solid, but still 3 mana for 2/1 flying. It's okay with the upside, but you really have to draw some profit out of it. Flash Flying, enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Interesting. Yeah, you can still get some trades with these. Archive Dragon, a 6 mana 4/6 flying war 2. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Yeah, not the best, but the artwork is great. I like it. Disdainful Stroke, a reprint, okay. We got Galvanic Giant, a 4 mana, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it, okay. And draw 4 cards, then discard 2 on an instant for 7. Interesting. So I think that it really plays around that high mana value. We got Malevolent Witchkite, a 6 mana 5/4 flying. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and/or tokens, then draw that many cards. Dragon Warlock. I don't know what to think about this card. You can sacrifice a bunch of treasure tokens, for example, to draw a bunch of cards, depending on your board state, but this card on itself alone doesn't do too much. It's a 6 mana 5/4 flying, which is okay, but yeah, you definitely need a lot of tokens to draw a lot of value out of this one. It can be really strong, I gotta say that, but it's conditional. It depends on your board state. Elvish Archivist. I don't know why, but well, okay, it's a 0/1, but I think this card is strong. For 2 mana, whenever 1 or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. This ability triggers only once each turn, so it can also trigger during your opponent's turns. Don't keep that in mind. And whenever 1 or more enchantments enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Can also be really strong, depending on how often you can make enchantments enter the battlefield. And this is, yeah, still under your control, but I don't think this card is too bad. I don't think it's really strong, but I don't think it's too weak. And we got another Vampiric Rites. And Frantic Firebolt, 3 mana instant, deals X damage to target creature, where X is 2 plus the number of cards in your graveyard that are instant cards, sorceries, and/or adventures. To target creature, okay. And we got another food token. Alright, guys, last pack, but we got a Rhystic Study. So far, I'm quite fine with what we've drawn. Okay. We got an island. Stockpiling Celebrant. Okay, you may return another target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If you do, scratch 2. Okay. It's still you control, but it's a May ability. Skewer Slinger. Blocks or becomes blocked by a creature. Deals 1 damage to that creature. Can be okay. Grand Ball Guest. A 2 mana 2/2. It is trample. Okay. Yeah, can easily turn into a 3/3 with trample each turn. It's quite okay. Solitary Sanctuary, 3 mana enchantment. Tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Whenever you tap an untapped creature put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Jesus. Now I'm throwing these words around. Can be good, especially in Hilda. Charade of Numbing Depths. Okay, 4 mana, 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. Okay, this pack is definitely on theme. And whenever you tap one or more untapped creatures your opponents control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Each turn again, so you can also tap in your opponent's turns. Icewrought Sentry, a 3 mana 2/3 with Vigilance. Okay, when it attacks, you may pay 2. You can tap a creature an opponent controls. And whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, it gets +2/+1, so it turns into a 4/4 until end of turn. This is solid. This is a solid card. Here we got another Truffle Snout. We got a Werefox Bodyguard, okay? I see, how is this one card called? It just, Brutal Kafar. Yeah, I think it's called Brutal Kafar. Flash, when it enters the battlefield, exile up to one other target non-fox creature until Werewolf Bodyguard leaves the battlefield. You can sacrifice it to gain 2 life. Okay. Oh, okay, you turbo your Sprawl. And Defense of the Heart. Oh my god! Jesus! At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls 3 or more creatures, sacrifice Defense of the Heart. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards, put those cards onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Okay, we got a few hits out of this one. And Knightly Valor, a 5 mana enchantment aura, create a 2/2, an enchanting creature gets +2/+2 in his vigilance. The fairy token. Alright guys, I cannot complain about this week. This is stoked. We got Defense of the Heart, we got Rhystic Study, we got everything that we wanted, and I'm thrilled about this one. Alright guys, see you next week. Hopefully we can keep this going.